Hi, this is Xuli. Here's my Info 424 final video. My infographic is about Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Here's how my infographic looks like. I basically did a comparison between Kobe and LeBron. The infographic covers timeline of significant events, medals and MVPs they got, popularity of two teams, recent 6 head-to-head games, and their regular season stats. Note, you will see some color boxes like this. These color boxes are only for helping me explain in this video. They are not part of my infographic. The first topic is visual potential. Let's get started with the number potential. For the number potential, I did a bar chart based on the scores they got in recent 6 head-to-head games. The red bars represent LeBron, the purple bars represent Kobe. In the green box, as you can see, I put the two bars close to each other to demonstrate this is a one game. Another number display I did is a chart based on their NBA regular season stats. The data includes blocks per game, steals per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, points per game of both players. One limitation is that viewers cannot tell the data from the size of the shapes, since both red and purple shapes are very similar to each other. Viewers have to check the specific number to know the data, but the advantage of this display is that I kind of split the display in two parts. Everything in the green box is about LeBron, and everything in the blue box is about Kobe. Viewers can easily tell which data belongs to whom. Location potential. I have a map of the United States, and I want to demonstrate the popularity of two teams, Lakers and the Cavaliers. The darker the color of the state is, the more popular the team in relevant states. The next is relationship potential. I gather the data about how many medals and MVPs they got, and I use a Venn diagram to demonstrate the common medals they got and the different medals and the MVPs they got. For appearance potential, I use a giant picture of Kobe and LeBron. One is offending and another one is defending. I want you viewers to know my infographic is about Kobe and LeBron. I got an insight from my base model. In the red box, there's a giant beetle in my base model, as you can see. I also use icons of medals, basketball, and the champion cups to represent their achievement. Next is time potential. I use 19 circles to represent years from 1966 to 2014, and I use 9 boxes to annotate the significant events. I got the insight from my base model as well. In the green box, you can see my base model also uses boxes for annotation. Next topic is encoding. First, I use amount encoding in relation display. As you can see in the green box, I use 5 icons of the champion cups to represent how many MVPs Kobe got, and in the blue box, I use 2 medals to represent both of them won 2008 and 2012 Olympics games. The reason I use amount of encoding here is that I think a set of icons allows viewers to know the data really fast, and I do not have large number of icons, so they can easily count the number. Next encoding is I use a size encoding. In the number display, I did a bar chart to represent how many scores they got from looking the length of the bar, and they can tell the difference between the length of a pair of bars. I use a size encoding in this case because viewers can easily tell the scores they got from the length of the bars. Color encoding. I use color encoding throughout in my infographic. I use purple to represent the information about Kobe, and I use red to represent the information about LeBron. The reason I use color encoding is that viewers can quickly differentiate which information is belong to whom. I also use position encoding in my timeline display. I have 19 circles represent years and I line them up. The reason I use position encoding is that viewers can clearly know each year's represented. I hope viewers can intuitively tell this display is about timeline display. The next topic is color. What colors are used? Please take a look at the first picture. There are colors I used. How does the use of color emulate the model? The picture on the right is my color model. My color model is a relatively equal amount of purple and red. So does my infographic. I think it's a perfect match. I use a similar ratio of the colors of my color model. Is color used to highlight? Yes. I use purple and red to highlight my topic, which is Kobe versus LeBron. And I also emphasize the identity of Kobe and LeBron by using purple and red. Is color used to encode? And is color used to trigger association? Yes. I use color encoding. Again, I use color encoding throughout in my infographic. I use purple to associate the information about Kobe, and I use red to associate the information about LeBron. Next, what tone does the color set? It's kind of a subjective question, but I want to express a tone of competitive since I'm comparing the stats between Kobe and LeBron, and my topic is about sports. Next, what's a color harmony? According to my saturation wheel, color harmony is analogous. Purple and the red are in two directions on the saturation wheel. That's why it becomes a analogous color harmony. Next topic is text. What type of styles are used? My text model on the right hand only use one font, which is a DIN condensed. Also, I use DIN condensed throughout my infographic. The font has no italics or any unusual shapes, and my model uses caps for titles. Please take a look at the image in the green box. Serif styles of the text are slab and the hairline, and it has horizontal angle of the strokes ends. It has no stress and a single ANG. How does the use of text emulate the model? I only use DIN condensed since my model only uses it, and my titles are all caps. Other than titles are not caps, and the size of my titles are much larger than the size of the words in paragraph. I also pay attention the space between two words. I try to match the styles of my text model as much as possible. Is text used to label precision identity? Yes. In the first display, I used text to label Kobe and the LeBron's season stats. In the second display on the bottom, I label Kobe and the LeBron for my Venn diagram to indicate which is which. In third display on the right hand, I label the number of games on x-axis, the points on y-axis. Is text used to annotate? Yes. In my location display, I annotate the scale of popularity of two teams. In my time display on the bottom, I use text to annotate Kobe and LeBron's significant events. How are labels associated with was a label? Again, in the first display, labels associated with the data of two players, and in the display on the bottom, the labels associate the identity of two players. In the display on the right hand, labels show the points and the numbers of games. Next topic is visual hierarchy. What's a visual hierarchy and how is it created? Visual hierarchy refers to variation in visual prominence of elements in the display. It guides the order of the viewer's attention. How does the viewer hierarchy lead the viewer through the message? I want the viewer to notice the giant picture of the Kobe LeBron, so the viewer can realize this infographic is about Kobe and LeBron. Then I want user pay attention to players' timeline of significant events, which is on the left upper corner, because these events are milestones to Kobe and LeBron. They are kind of important. Then I want viewer to take a look at the relationship display, which is on the left bottom corner. The relationship display allows achievement of the relationship display shows the achievement of Kobe and LeBron. Then I want viewers to pay attention at their season stats, which is on the right upper corner. Last, I want viewers to move attention to right side of my infographic, which is the popularity and head-to-head game stats. Next topic is unity and the variety. The question is, how are unity and the variety created? Variety of my infographic. In the text respect, it has different title styles like my base model does. In color respect, I use different colors for different players. In shape respect, I use different shapes in different displays. Unity of my infographic. In text respect, all titles in each display use a size of 19 and the other use size of 13. This is not including the title of my infographic, which is Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James. In color respect, all information about Kobe is purple and all information about LeBron is red. In shape respect, in each display, data about Kobe and LeBron are put into the same shapes. How is it similar and different from my model? My base model has more different size of fonts. As you can tell from the green boxes, both my infographic and my base model put information in different size of box. But the size of my boxes are different from the sizes of my base model since we have different information. And in the blue boxes, we have different pictures since we have different topics. Next topic is layout. How are elements laid out and how are separate or grouped? I put information in different boxes to separate them out, as you can see in two green boxes. And in addition, I use a long line across the infographic to separate them out, as you can see in the blue box. How is it similar or different from my layout model? Both my infographic and my layout model have a giant picture on the middle of the infographic. Mine have a picture about Kobe and LeBron, and the layout model has giant Beatles. And both my title and my layout model's title have similar position, which are on the left. In addition, all my displays match the positions of my layout model. One limitation is that since size of one of my displays are different from the size of my model's display. I'm not able to 100% match the exact point, position. The next topic is alignment. Where are elements aligned? I try to align the text and the shapes as much as possible in my infographic. For example, in the first display, I align the text NBA championships, icons of cups, the text of MVP horizontally. In the second display, I align the boxes horizontally. In the third display, I align numbers of a game horizontally, and I align points vertically. How is this similar and different from my base model? As you can see from all the green boxes, both my infographics and my base model align text and the shapes horizontally. And please take a look at all the blue boxes. Since we have different display, I'm not able to align some of the text vertically. Limitation of my design. The area where green boxes at, as you can see, one limitation is there are a bunch of empty spaces. I hope I can fix it in the future. All right, that's all the topics I covered. Thank you for watching. Have a nice winter break.